What's going on, y'all? My name is Noble, creator of Museum TV. We are Boston's premier vlog. We're exhibiting the culture stories. We're into music discovery, man, so definitely tap in with the platform. Find out what's going on around Massachusetts, New England, and beyond, and that's what we on.
Yeah, so Museum TV, it's been active for about 10 years. And you guys have had so many interviews, so many artists from Avenue, Young Riot. I wanted to ask, what is your business goal for your platform, or what has been your business goal for your platform, and has it changed?
So the thing with the Museum TV is like, I never started the Museum TV to be some sort of cash cow. That was never the reason why I started it. I understand the perceptions in business. Everybody's out to make money, but the purpose of the Museum TV was to actually help build morale in the city of Boston, build some sort of system, some sort of cohesion, some sort of infrastructure that artists can utilize and know where to actually go. Because when I started, it felt like nobody really knew what the hell to do. That's what it's been. In my eyes, the Museum TV is like, there's nothing on the front end, you go to a business, here's my money and there's that, but Museum TV for me is a lot of back end work. I started businesses, I strengthened the Museum TV, and I honestly taken Mark Echo's model, because Mark Echo also owns Complex, which a lot of people don't know. So, he's selling his clothes through his platform, and that's just somewhat what I've been doing. Through tinting, through embroidery. I've owned a tinting business for 6 years now because of the Museum TV. My embroidery business, 2 years deep because of the Museum TV. So that's what I think the future holds for business and content creation. And I honestly think that's what it's always been. But I just think now people are able to dissect, the play a lot more because we're just seeing it over and over and over again.
I kind of wanted to know, you were talking about being like a one-man band. How did Museum TV start?
One day I was high as shit, bro. And I always had, something. It was just really one of those like smack you in the face moments. And I always tell people when you have those like epiphany moments to write it down ASAP, because when you try to revisit it, it's a watered down version. So it's like, you won't like, I had the room already set up as it was in our original setup. Like if you look at our first interviews, you got the white wall with the frames and all that. All that was already there and set up. The only thing I needed was just to put a name to the concept, bro, and then it just was off to the races. But I started the Museum TV literally just because I wanted to help what was around me, as corny as that sounds, bro. But that's generally what it was, bro.
You already had a camera? You were already a camera guy, or?
Okay, so I picked up my first camera when I was working at Best Buy when I was 16. They just happened to put me in the digital imaging department. That was the first time I picked up a DSLR camera. Ended up buying a Canon T1i, a T1i, you feel me? And so from there it started. I was the guy, I used to be in the dance hall scene heavy. I was the guy just filming all my friends. I was also the DJ, DJing our practices, you know what I'm saying? So, we was taking the dance hall shit seriously, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a fun time. It was a great community. And honestly, without that community, I don't think I would have understood, how to build the Museum TV. No funny shit. You know what I mean? So that's how the Museum TV started, bro. It's been a culmination of different points in my life to a point in time where it just literally made sense, bro. Like, from my dance hall days, didn't have to do any dancing at all, bro. I come from a basketball background, you know what I'm saying? And just being in school, bro, you know what I mean? Like, I'm Haitian as hell. Y'all niggas is Haitian. You know what it's like being out dumb late, nigga, coming home and, you know what I'm saying, having to explain yourself. But, that's what we was doing. And so, from dancing, cameras, just being a social person, bro, like, it's all been an accumulation, bro, of all different points in my life, bro, to a point where, like, it just makes sense, bro. No funny shit. Sometimes I feel like I be downplaying when people ask me these questions, bro, but it's really that simple.
Because I was going to say, like, how did you see, like, from you first starting out to where you are now, like, how did you see yourself, like, how in the company grow?
To be real, so it's like, it's been such a life thing. Like people talk to me about business and all these technical, like it's such a life thing. Like my whole life, like I've been listening to other people tell me what to do, right? I get out of college, I graduated cum laude, I triple minored in math, communications, and law and business. My major was in marketing. And so I get out, I beefed up my resume, I went to Latin Academy just right down the street. I graduated Latin Academy with like a 2.7 or some shit like that. So I was at LaSalle College, ended up with like I think it was like a 3.8, some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like basically cum laude, right? And so in my head, I'm like, yo, I worked hard, I tried, okay, boom, get my references and all this other stuff together, you know what I'm saying? And just go and do what they told me I was supposed to go out and do, get a job and, you know what I'm saying, figure this shit out. And in 2012, my older homie Riz had honestly passed. He got killed. And, that was like a huge thing. That was like one of my big homies that, you know, as a young one, you know what I'm saying, I've known since I was 12, 11. And, he was just always one of those sources that, you know, gave support and, you know, gave a young homie morale. And so, you know, I always respected him for that. And so to see him get killed, you know, I genuinely feel like he was a better man than me. You know what I'm saying? So to see him get killed, you know, I kind of looked at myself like, the fuck am I about to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I feel is better than me, my nigga out here just getting killed. I just felt like I needed to, you know what I'm saying, do something for myself before my time come. You know what I mean? And so, you know, it was just a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying, just rolled into this idea, you know, and that's the reason why, you know, honestly, this 10 years it wasn't much of a struggle, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew I was gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? Just like you going through college, somebody sitting there congratulating you for graduating, it's like, the fuck you thought I was gonna do, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like one of those things. And that's really where the museum started, bro. It's really, really, really a culmination, bro, of just mad different shit, bro. And I know I'm sort of speaking all over the place, bro, but it's really like a timeline of things. But my man's passing, me getting out of college and not being able to find a job, bro, was like really one of those like things where it was just like, yo, I've been listening to niggas for basically 23 years of my life. Let me at least try and give myself 10. I don't care what comes out the 10. I know as long as I'm like going hard at something, bro, for 10 years, something gotta come out of it. You know what I mean? Like something. And in my eyes, bro, like, you know, you can put into the work, bro, and you'll get back. You know what I'm saying? You can't put into people and get back, but you can put into work and get back. And that's more of a guarantee, and that's what I harped on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So also I wanted to switch it up too, because after watching News MTV, I noticed over the years you guys always switched up, like whether it's how you want to be able to interview artists, like, or to display artists. Like, for instance, you guys had the window seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was dope.
My best creation, dog.
Yeah.
Actually, damn, I can't even say that no more. But yeah.
And you also had Blackout too.
Yeah,
Blackout
I had the
was
blackouts.
fire.
Yeah, the blackouts was cool, man. Yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just mad different ideas and shit. But you know, I always tried to evolve from them. Cause even like the blackouts, they was cool, but I'm always about longevity. As soon as I feel like I don't see, you know, longevity for something no more, I honestly like stop it. Like I always try to set up everything that I do from day one to be able to be there a year from now, 5 years from now, et cetera, et cetera. And so with the blackouts, you know, we had a solid run. Like that was cool. The window seat, that was an amazing platform. No funny shit. That was like one of like my best creations for real. Which I'm hoping to, you know, honestly come back out with a new rendition of it, as long as everything works out. Hopefully this year, no lie. And but I mean, yeah, bro, it's just been all right. Like if I'm a consumer, you know, what do I respect, right? So it's like you figure out what people respect, and then you know you try to go out and get that. You know what I'm saying? So you can gain their respect. You know what I mean? And that's really what it's been. So every time we would create something for an artist, it's like, all right, as an artist, like what would I, you know, like to, you know, be displayed as? You know what I'm saying? And so from that, it's like, all right, like we can continue to keep creating as long as we keep these things in mind. You know?
All right, and I also wanted to ask too, like. Over the years, I noticed that you've had on artists that you had on initially, like Dutchy Do Bad, you had Avenue too, and over the time you were able to see their longevity and what they had to bring to the table. Like, so how does that feel being able to watch artists, you know, that
Bro,
yeah,
bro, like that's what I was saying. Like you can't even like put it into words for real. Like, you know, like I met even guys like Prince Smooth, like, you know, like I remember meeting Prince Smooth, you know, and you know his son was small as hell, bro. Him and his son are about the same age as my little nephew. And so you start seeing that also. You start seeing people's kids grow up, bro. You start seeing, you know what I'm saying, people grow beards, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just start seeing all these different things. You know, like shorties at one point had no kid, now they got a kid, my nigga. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just seeing all these things, bro. I mean, it's an amazing feeling, bro. And I think that honestly helps me continue to do what I do, because I feel like literally everywhere I go, bro, I just feel like I'm around family, bro. No funny shit. And you know, that's honestly what's kind of naturally happened over time. You know, like these people have seen me in good and bad. You know, Prince Smooth literally was in a car that I got my worst fucking speeding ticket in Atlanta, bro. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to pay like $1,200, bro, because I was out of state, bro. It was wild shit. But he was in the car for that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that, you know what I'm saying, nobody can ever take away from us. We always have that experience and laugh about it. So.
yeah, okay, yeah.
About how many artists would you say that you've interviewed? Well, like museums. Can't even say it.
No.
Damn.
It'll just go between 500 and 1,000.
Shit.
When you first started in Museum TV, what were some other platforms that were kind of around at that time?
Man, all right, boom. Hot in the Paint music blog. The Fresh Air. I think Tim was just kind of walking away from that at the time. It's Lit. Boston.
BNF?
BNF started a little after, no funny shit.
Oh, okay.
I want to say they started like 2016. Man, I was just looking at another platform too. The Any Hip Hop. Underground Hip Hop, UGHH. Fucking Cheddar DVD, classic.
Or like in the city, were there other ones that you felt like were around at that time?
They was in the city,
It
bro.
was in the city?
Literally everybody I just named.
Yeah.
Everybody I just named, bro. And so even what you're just saying right now, bro, you know, like, look, bro, like, we had a problem with people not even understanding who the personnel is, my nigga. How you ever gonna connect with niggas you don't even know who's doing what? You know what I'm saying? So that's been like one of the biggest things. So I'm happy you even said that, bro, because that was really one of the things, bro. You know what I mean? And maybe those guys weren't doing their due diligence, maybe, but we can't even say that too, because I know a lot more artists are not doing their due diligence than these platforms are, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like one of those things, bro, to where like you just realize, like, yo, and again, I had all those simple ass questions, and I just kept observing like what's around me, like what's being done, like, you know, like who's not doing what, you know what I'm saying? Why is this whole love thing so hard for niggas? Like, why is, you know what I'm saying, the support so ridiculous? Like, why is, you know what I'm saying, the radio stations can't play, you know what I mean? Like you just start to just deep sea dive, like, for real, like, yo, like, I have these questions and I need answers, and nobody's necessarily willing to just say out loud. So it's like, all right, like, I just got to get myself in the mix. So literally all those platforms I said, bro, they was all active and around. As long as you was willing to reach out, bro. Star Power Entertainment. Gotta show love to my girl Star. But yeah, like, literally all these platforms were around. I know back then it might have been tough to reach out to niggas. I know that was a thing too. Yeah. But there was platforms around for sure. And based here. You know what I mean? I'm just grateful that niggas remember me, no funny shit. But like, you know, these are all people that I was looking at.
Yeah. And also too, I was looking at some of the interviews you had. One of my favorites so far is the one you had with Hefe Replay. And a lot of people know how important this artist was. Like, he brought so much to the table, music industry, as far as, you know, being on Freshman XL, also being bringing the fashion, you know, to hip hop, and also like I remember in the interview, I think you mentioned about your father being a minister in Haiti. And
nah,
like,
he was my father was a school director in Haiti.
Oh, school director. Oh, okay. So like, what were some of the things that he taught you that you still, you know, that you still internalize to this day that helps you be a better leader or creator or entrepreneur?
Well, he's always, you know, for one, my father's never made me feel like little. You know what I'm saying? He's never made me feel little. Even when I was like young, like he would never call me like his little man. He would always call me his chef. You know what I'm saying? His chief. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, you know Creole. You know what I'm saying? So I said chef one. You know what I'm saying? So I said boss one. You feel me? Like he's never made me feel small. And so you know, when I'd go around like his friends, you know what I'm saying? His friends is sitting there, you know, bigging him up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, all he does is continue to just big me up. So I'm looking at him like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just like, he just always gave me that respect, even though I was like just clearly smaller, you know what I'm saying? And as a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? You give respect and you realize that, you know, over time you just realize that you're getting respect, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's something that my pops has always done. The other thing that, you know, kind of later on in life was him telling me about, you know, just an emphasis on a peace of mind. And, you know, one thing that stuck with me heavy, and I always tell people, is how he always told me that you never want to be the man with everything. Because if you respect your peace of mind, you never want to be the man with everything, because if you have everything, somebody's always going to need something from you. So you always want to try and, you know what I'm saying, just spread resources and, you know what I mean, spread information, do what you got to do. Make sure that nigga got his own legs so he never comes and bothers you about your shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's honestly how I look at shit. I want to empower motherfuckers so they leave me the fuck alone.
No, I rock with that. Also, I wanted to kind of segue into something a little bit lighthearted. What is one of your favorite interviews you had with your favorite artist or so? And
my man, Willie the Kid, man. Willie the Kid. I grew up on Willie's music. You feel me? Like Willie's probably, like, till this day, my favorite lyricist ever. As an artist, I've learned the most from him. Just like life shit. And so in 2020, I was able to fly down to Atlanta and go meet him, because I met him in 2018 and no, it was 2019 I met him. I had flew down to a show in Chicago. He had taken a little hiatus off of music, came back. And so I flew to Chicago and paid VIP tickets. I'm like, yo, I gotta meet Will, nigga, period. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. And so I got to meet him, and he's exactly the way he was in the music, bro. It was just like, yo, this dude that, you know, just helped you learn so much. He's actually the way he is. You know what I'm saying? I text this man today now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he FaceTimed me for my B-Day last year, mid-testing lab. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my bro that I've known since I was 5 years old, like, me and this man, my man P. Dunn, like, we haven't not been in each other's lives since we was 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally have not. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of firsts together. That's my brother. And so, you know, we both rock with Willie's music heavy. And, you know, he was able to fly down there with me and meet Will with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I saw strength of everything I've done with the museum. Like, if I didn't start the museum from day one, I probably would never met Will. And I would have never been able to create that moment with me and my brother, you know what I'm saying, that we'll be able to have forever. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting in the room with this man that, you know what I'm saying, we've been rocking with for 10 plus years in Javon Days' house down in Atlanta. And Javon Days is a big producer. But it was just surreal, bro. You know what I mean? I was able to give him, at the time, this was after my cover on Dig Boston. So Dig Boston, they did the whole feature on me, and I was able to go to Atlanta and give my favorite lyricist ever, you know, a copy of a paper with my face on it, give him some merch, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? We just built from there, bro. Like, that was easily my favorite moment, just our strength of, you know, just the meaning and everything. But in terms of some on the fly shit, was probably the interview with Ty Dolla $ign, because that was like the first time that I would say the culture, the whole infrastructure kind of really like showed itself, because it kind of came from a call from Pup Dog. Pup Dog obviously knew Ty Dolla $ign was coming, told E Double to kind of reach out to people that, you know, like, yo, let's try and get, you know, some local platforms. I hate the word local. And so, you know, I ended up, one of those calls, I'm sitting there brushing my teeth, I'll never forget it, and, you know what I'm saying, I get a call from E Double, and, you know what I'm saying, E Double gave me that call, told me to pull up, and, you know, I was pulling up. This was for Beach House 3, which is an amazing project, no funny shit. I'm sitting there listening to it, it's like, damn, like, I listened to Beach House 3 that morning and was interviewing Ty Dolla $ign that afternoon, you know what I mean, so that was cool.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah, word. Also, I wanted to ask, too, like, what gave you that... So being able to interview different artists, like some who did R&B, some who has done hip hop, even some who are entrepreneurs, like what gave you the foresight to even like start just covering artists in general? Because because you're like one of the pioneers who actually really been doing this. You know what I mean? So.
For one, thank you, bro. But on some real shit, it stems from the whole dance hall thing. Because I understood, there can be community here, but it's like, why is there a struggle within this side of things? Because I seen it work over here, you feel me? And we're talking black and brown people, you know what I mean? So, pardon me, let me freaking do this. But yeah, so understanding that Boston is a quote unquote hater city this, hater city that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, narratives niggas was out here saying, in my head I'm like, all right, like how do I tiptoe around that? If niggas is gonna hate on me, if I'm gonna fucking run face planting some hate, like how do I kind of, prolong that amount of time that I'm just getting met with hate? And so I just started thinking of different ways to connect with people, you know what I'm saying? So when we first started the Museum TV, we were a photo contest. That's where the whole museum thing came about. It was like, how do you, update our museum? Like help us keep our museum fresh, right? That was like the thing, right? And so it's like, we have, again, the frames that was on the walls, there was 6 of them, so we would have 6 winners, and we were paying people to Google pictures. So in my head, it's like, all right, am I just before Cash App? Instagram is still 15 seconds, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so, in my head, it's like, all right, bet. A good way to make a splash and, tiptoe around all this. Hey, I know everybody like money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like money. So in my head, it's like, all right, like if we can set aside this bread each month, can help us, introduce ourselves in a very like heavy way. And so the first 6 months of doing the museum, we were paying 6 people each month $50 just to Google us a picture to keep our museum dope. And then by the summertime, we upped it to 100. And so what happens over time, like the proof of concept over the months was like, yo, I made money with these niggas. You go and you tell the next nigga, and that's what he want to do too. And so it just snowballed, you know what I mean? And then it's like notable people actually winning this money, you know what I'm saying? People like Herb Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Like Herb, you know what I'm saying, definitely won, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just, it's things like that, and even seeing Herb's, growth, you know what I'm saying? We talked about people's growing, like it's just been in so many different ways. And so, that's where the foresight came from, bro. It's really just like, yo, like, how do we connect with as many people as we possibly can in the most cleverest ways? People try to do things so direct, but it's like, that's just not the way things work, especially when somebody's trying to sell to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, 40 laws of power, beware the free lunch, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just things that you just start to understand, and this is just a part of business. You know what I'm saying? You give something up to get something back, bro. That's how I do it.
Okay.
From you being so in tune with the city for like this amount of time, like what did you learn about Boston? Is Boston actually a hater city? How do you feel about the state of like our community now?
Yo, so I've been telling people that I'm trying to not get drunk in all of this amazingness right now. No funny shit. Cause for one, the work ain't going nowhere, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like the work ain't going nowhere. And so it's just like one of those things like the amount of growth is absolutely amazing. It's almost indescribable. You feel me? The way we're cohesive right now, even us having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all didn't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just real. And so the whole hater shit, bro, is null and void, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's really a people thing. It's really like a person thing. You feel me? Anybody claiming that they're getting hated on, bro, probably got a lack of a plan. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier to complain when you don't got a plan, my nigga. It's a lot easier to complain, I promise you. And so it's just like one of those things to where you realize and you travel and you're talking to other people and they're sitting there talking to you about how they feel hated on. I was just posting on my story about, a little turmoil happening in Atlanta between DJs and artists right now.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas, Atlanta this, Atlanta that, my nigga on their knees for Atlanta, my nigga, dog. But it's like, yo, bro, this shit's happening everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember traveling to Montreal and talking to this shorty. His name was Killer Swag. I never forget it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she started rapping and shit in that fucking corner store and shit. In my head, I'm like, oh, damn, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing rap? Like, so I'm asking about the Montreal scene. First thing she starts talking about is how everybody be hating on each other, da-da-da-da. In my head, I'm like, damn, here too, bro? So I'm just like, all right. So you start to accumulate things. You come back to the city, bro, and you start hearing these narratives, and you're like, well, they're saying that over here. They're saying that over here. You know what I'm saying? So it just becomes a people thing. You realize it's a people thing. So, you know, you hear people complain, and now you're just like, all right, I ain't got to take that serious no more. For real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
When outside artists come in and they ask you like how to get tapped into like the city, like what do you usually kind of like direct them to, like or like who's doing what or etc. Also like testing lab.
Yeah, I mean, so the testing lab's only like 2 years old, and I honestly wouldn't have them like, you know, come do the testing lab per se, but like.
Well, for those who don't know, can you tell us what the testing lab is?
Yeah, the testing lab is it's my newest creation for real. But it's a platform to where artists come, they test music, so you're able to pull up, test 3 songs. There's 10 artists, one panel of roughly about 10 people that all have platforms themselves. So it's like you come to this one space and you're able to test your music. There's no pressure around being a performer or none of that, because people start, you know, just losing their minds once they start, you know, thinking about the connotation of certain words. So, you know, we break down the connotation of performing and just come test your music. And so that's what it's been, a very experimentational, you know, platform. But that's what the testing lab is. You come and you test your music, get some solid feedback. We've had people go on to be on radio. We've had people go on to become Boston Music Award winners. You know what I'm saying? We have people go on to become BMA nominees. We have people go on to, you know what I'm saying, get interviewed on like CWTFB Radio, which is now a 3-time BMA winner. Who, you know, somebody that started, you know, somebody that, you know, is within the fold of the Museum TV as well. My bro Chiz, and again, like, it's really a family situation going on at the testing lab, but essentially it's really for artists to come and test music, and you come and you meet the creative family that comes together bi-weekly, and we're just pushing this shit. That's what the testing lab is.
Okay. And then the other question was like, when people ask you how to get tapped into the city, like where do you direct them?
What I do is, you know, my fellow panelists, I'll basically, so last year we had Chavo come, and Chavo, we had him be a special guest panelist for the testing lab. But then I interviewed Chavo in Atlanta in 2020. So I didn't necessarily feel it necessary. I didn't want to be redundant. So I just basically, Chiz, C-Dub, go over there. Chavo, bat for the community. Rob, Nate, you know, and Eves, go over there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we were spreading it. We got him on Big City, you feel me? And that's through the big homies Jeff 2 Times and DJ Dex. But yeah, you know, that's what I would say. I mean, if people are gonna tap in with me, I would end up having them just go on different platforms that I know, you know, are really tapped into the actual people and not just, you know, cyberspace.
Mm-hmm. This is actually a random question too, but when people ask you like, yo, where should I go eat if they're out of like out of state, and they ask you where I should go eat in Boston, what do you tell them?
No funny shit, I'm Haitian, bro. I'll be at the crib with I'll be at the crib with my nigga. Y'all niggas is Haitian, bro. You know what mother's cooking is like, my niggas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, go get your, you know what I'm saying? Go get your Tupperware right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit. Like, if I have to go out, bro. You feel me?
It was mad late one time. We had some boys from Connecticut come, and we directed them to New York Pizza. And they said, "Why the fuck would I come to Boston to get New York pizza?" I was like, "Oh shit."
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know how them niggas do, dog. They throw whatever name on there, bro. It's a pizza shop. That's gonna make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shoot. You know, if I had to tell people for real, bro, like, I mean, you can't go wrong with places like Stashes, Upham's Pizza, I mean, at this point in time, you know, I'd love to tell people to just go to these black-owned establishments that are popping up. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit there and say they've been my all-time favorites, but I know they're here now. You know, you got your Zaz restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Definitely go to Zaz. You got your Bread Gourmets. You feel me? You got your Park 54s. You got your Daryl's Bar and Kitchen. You got your Hugh Bostons now. You know what I'm saying? You got your Fete, you know what I'm saying, right downtown, you feel me? You got Gourmet Kitchen, bro.
You got Slade's too.
You got Slade's, of course, you feel me?
Pearl's pretty good.
Yeah, Pearl especially.
Pearl's now is amazing, you feel me? Yo, bro, like I think these questions will be better in another 5-10 years once we keep building like as a community as we are right now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of those questions, I feel like, you know, with what was, it doesn't give the justice of what we're building right now. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, even like Up Hymns, I think they had some crazy-ass scandals. I mean, Stashes, crazy-ass scandals and shit. You feel me? So, you know, obviously, you know, traditionally, we're like, yo, that was the spot to go. But now, do we feel the same? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I think we got to give it a little time. But that's what I would say to that.
Haitian spots?
Good Haitian spots.
I
mean, Lafayette, you know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially being there at St. Angeles, my nigga, dog had me $1, bro. You know what I was doing. You feel me? That shit, to me, it was better than Ovo Shaw, bro. But, you know, niggas would fight me for that. But, you know, different sides of the pen, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Funny as shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I also wanted to talk too about like some of your like hard hitting hosts over the years, like Amber, shout out Amber, Guru,
Shout out
Sanal,
Amber, man.
even
Yo,
the bro
Guru.
god Reese. Like,
Yeah.
how did all those relationships materialize? Like, are you still talking with them? Like, are they still a part of the family or?
Well, Reese is my nephew's father, so that's that. That's the reason why we connected. But I can't say our relationship is solid. So it is what it is. Amber, I've known Amber since I was like 20 or 21 or some shit. Me and Amber's story is fire because it's random encounter. Circle back around. She was like emailing me, trying to, get her journalism chops up and shit. And then I go on her page and I'm like, Amber? You know what I'm saying? But I haven't seen her in years type shit, you feel me? So it was dope to reconnect with her and just a solid ass shorty. And so we just kept building. Guru, I kind of connected with the both of them around the same time because at the time I had the girls come on, like me and Reese, we wasn't in a good standing. And so, in my head, I'm like, let me bring on some feminine energy, Guru was a DJ on top of that. So I was really looking at it as, I was trying to bring people on and make them look at the museum TVs, what it does for them in a way that I set it up for myself. So at that time, I was tinting cars at that time. So I was watching, the community of the museum TV come and spend money to get their cars tinted. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody that kind of came along with the museum, I always kind of like, yo, you need to be building something on the side. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been like the thing. And so Guru was the DJ, so that was a good liaison. So I'm like, yo, you DJ, we're doing this, yo, we can get them bookings up, you know what I'm saying? We can get more people, you know what I'm saying, knowing your face card. And then with Amber, she, was on her journalism wave, and, she ended up on, I think it was Channel 7 or something like that during our time. And so, man, it was just, the museum TV was a way to kind of keep people, productive. I don't want to say busy, productive, and in a way to build community. So regardless of what you're doing, for real, you're upping the amount of people that know you. You know what I'm saying? So at that point in time, it's up to you to just convert some sales, convert whatever it is that you're doing. But I think it's very important for within anybody to have some sort of like a give back aspect within what they're doing. And so that's how I built with everybody. The most recent person, my brother Shaka, who I've known since the dance hall days, you know what I'm saying? And so that's my dog, and he has a landscaping business, you know what I'm saying, Prescott Landscaping. And so I'm like, all right, bet, bro, you know what I'm saying, that's what we're gonna build on the side. He also has a clothing brand called Rasta Baby, you know what I'm saying, he's a genuine Rasta kid. His great uncle is Peter Tosh, you know what I'm saying, if you know Peter Tosh, Bob Marley and the Wailers, I hope niggas know, but it's just like, it's just like one of those things that, you see like, yo, the connection and how things can come together. That's how I always looked at it in terms of who I wanted to work with. It's like, yo, do you have something? Because I understand the nature of the museum because I created it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thriving off of it. I haven't had a traditional job in 4 or 5 years, and so it's just like, I'm just trying to show people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you could come work with me, my nigga, this is how I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind working for you, bro. I don't mind going hard for you at all. But I'm just trying to let you know, I don't want it to be a year down the line. You haven't been doing your due diligence. Niggas is tight that things ain't doing whatever the fuck, and now you're looking at me like I'm not taking that blame. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it is.
Is the museum looking for like other hosts or other people to like work for them right now? Like, are you taking like applications for anything?
Nah. And the only reason why is because I'm genuinely at a point where if I do bring people on, like, you know, I would want it to be so I'm paying them and honestly alleviating more of my time so I can continue to do other things. So we have a solid base right now. People are used to the display right now. So if I was gonna add anything on, I would want to be able to sustain it. I would never want to, you know, start displaying something and I can't do it 6 months later.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Also, wait, you said you want? Oh yeah, I wanted to ask too. How has balancing being an entrepreneur and also a content creator, how has that been ever since?
Yo, there's like seasons, right? There's seasons. So we all know as creatives in you know, colder areas, once the winter time come around, shit slow up. Niggas don't want no pictures outside. Niggas ain't trying to do shit. So you start to see these things after years of honestly just doing it. You know, you fall on your face, you get back up. You fall on your face, get back up. You go broke, get some money. You go broke, get some money. And so it's just like there comes a period of time if you're genuinely trying to get better at anything. You're just like, yo, I can't keep doing this shit. I can't keep just falling on my face. I can't keep just, you know what I mean? And so you just get better. And so balancing content creation with the whole entrepreneur thing, they married so heavy that, you know, it wasn't necessarily difficult, but managing myself as an individual was really more so the thing, not necessarily entrepreneurialism or, you know, content creation. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going outside needing to be at the club every fucking weekend, it's gonna be a lot difficult for entrepreneurialism and fucking creativity to live. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? So lifestyle inflation, you feel me? That's a thing, you feel me? And so you just start to understand like all these things, bro. It's like, yo, I want this thing to live. I gotta manage myself, bro. It's really like money creation. Like that was the thing. It went from money creation being important to money management being important. So.
What's some advice you would give to like say up and coming like entrepreneurs?
Avoid lifestyle inflation, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Avoid it. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, you know, you hear all these cliche things like people do shit to, you know, impress people that don't like them. But it be like real shit, my nigga. Like niggas really be doing a lot of shit, bro, for shit that just don't fucking matter in the long end. And you know, I can't lie. I think one of my biggest lessons was realizing, and this came from, you know, just having no safety net, but just realizing just how many people are living off of way more than they actually and genuinely need. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, once you get to that point in time, bro, you're really able to kind of create a base for yourself to where it's like, all right, bet, like, I know I don't need all that, but, you know, by doing this, I feel good. And so that's what I was telling anybody, is just avoid lifestyle inflation and make sure that you're good with your parents, my nigga.
If you can go back like 10 years from now and like talk to yourself, that's the advice you would give yourself?
100%, avoid lifestyle inflation. And so when I started the museum TV, I started with the 10-year theory, right? The whole 10-year theory, that was the thing. Because in my head, I'm like, yo, for one, I want to work for myself. I want to do this shit, you know, I want to do it in my own way, on my own terms, in respect to everybody. So anything that I ever did, I always knew that, you know, I was going to have confidence doing it because I knew I always thought about people. And so in my head, it's like, yo, this 10-year theory, it's like, I don't necessarily want to get there by a job doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? Granted, now, you know, I got a level of respect for jobs now, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't have at that time because entrepreneurialism was just such a heavy narrative being, you know, pushed onto people. And so as much as I still carried all that out, you know what I'm saying, I just told you I haven't had a traditional job in 4 to 5 years, but it's like, yo, like, fucking, for real, like, that's honestly what I would tell myself, bro. It's just lifestyle inflation, bro. You know, one thing that maybe I would have changed if I didn't have that resolution, because it was really like, yo, I'm trying to do this without a traditional job structure, was honestly keep a job. No funny shit. Because it gets to a time to where it's like, I wanted the trust of the culture because I knew I was coming, this whole hater this, hater that shit. I wanted the trust of the culture, so I knew I needed to be present. You know what I mean? So that was one of the reasons why I had that resolve, you feel me? And so granted, everything went the way it went, and I'm happy. But definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like if use your job to invest in yourself, get your knowledge up in all aspects of life, mind, body, soul, finances, you know what I'm saying? Just get your knowledge up in terms of all that, and that's honestly what I would say. But depending on the lifestyle that you're trying to do, like I always tell people, I'm not dumb and I'm not ugly, my nigga. I could have gotten a job, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like no problem. You feel me? Like this was a choice. This was something that I generally wanted to, see myself through. Like, you know what I mean? Like we finished 10 years, now I know. I don't think I know. You feel me? So that's what I would say, bro. Just stay the course, an inch a day. That was the motto. An inch a day brought us to 10 years.
Okay. What are some of the achievements that you are proud of?
When we got our Huffington Post write-up early on, because that was like big. To be able to be on Huffington Post as a platform is huge. That was always one of like my biggest things. It's like, all right, we're a platform, and I'm trying to reach out to these bigger publications, and it's like, nigga, we're a publication, we're a platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
Right.
So it's like, damn, like, how do I actually reach out to these people? Like, what's the story that would make sense? You feel me? And so we ended up. The angle on that Huffington Post was around us, just helping, creatives, kind of get their chops on. So it wasn't about the museum TV itself. It was about how we're helping people. You see what I'm saying? So that was the angle. And, I was very proud of that. My Dig Boston cover was an amazing thing. Shout out to Chris Ferron for that. Candace McDuffie, appreciate you, big sis. But like on some real shit, like, that Dig Boston cover was when, y'all niggas is Haitian, but you know what I'm saying? Like I was able to put that in front of my peoples and they finally understand, you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on. And so at that point in time as a creative, you know what I'm saying? A lot of, questioning was alleviated, and it just brought another layer of peace to what the fuck I was doing. So that was definitely, you know what I'm saying, empowering. And I think the last thing would be, in all honesty, bro, just actually growing, bro, and seeing people respect what you've built. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a city full of quote unquote hate this, hate that, bro. You hear all these nasty ass narratives, but it's just not your experience.
I also wanted to ask too, what are some trial and error moments you've had in your life that you can be able to share with others who might be falling in that same direction? If you want me to reword it another way.
Nah, you good, bro. I wouldn't have been able to say this when I first started, but I could say it now. And that's our strength of the times, evolution, whatever. And I don't know if you guys fall in this boat too, but, this is just my personal opinion. If you're creating content, you're the one editing your own shit, get to a point in time where you're not the one editing your own shit. And the reason why I say that is because editing is such a time-consuming task. It's such a crazy thing, especially when you're doing interviews. You get to a point in time where it's a template, bro. Create a template, give it to somebody else to piece that shit together while you focus on growing what you're trying to grow. I haven't edited a museum TV interview in maybe like 3 years at this point. You know what I'm saying? If I have, it's only been our strength. I didn't have much to do. You know what I mean? Like I've been paying editors to take care of it for a while now, and that's what I would honestly say, man. Like, if you want to save your laptop, you know what I'm saying? Save your laptop. I've gone through 3 laptops, bro, throughout this whole museum journey. That's been our strength of the amount of videos that a nigga was exporting, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I would definitely get to that point in time. That was probably trial and error, but like, I don't even really say that's really trial and error. That's just something that I realized, over time, like, yo, like, I probably shouldn't be the one really putting the time to this when, you know, I can just go on Fiverr, bro, pay $30 or some shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You want to sit there and spend 6 hours, bro. It was 6 hours at the very minimum to produce one interview, bro. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm an editor, bro. I hate editing now.
bro, listen, bro. At first it was cool. At first it was cool. Yeah, you know what I mean? But come on, bro. All that repetition and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You sitting listening to that one little piece of a song, my nigga, dog, for hours, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Yo, man. I appreciate you for sitting down with us and talking with us, honestly. And thank you so much for sharing so much gems and so much history with us.
No, respect, bro. I appreciate what y'all doing, man. And I just want to see more people do their thing. I always talk about, you know, if we're, you know, everybody's talking about, you know, Boston got to make it this, Boston got to make it that. And, you know, everybody's talking about it being a group effort. So I always say, you know, we got to look at the city as a kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You got to help, you know, there be a kingdom is compromised of a whole bunch of amazing castles, right? So you got to help other castles grow and be amazing so the whole kingdom is respected. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Can't just be one amazing castle, my nigga. I feel like the only thing that we've been missing, we've never had a talent problem. It's really just been, you know, an infrastructure situation, right? So again, where do people go? Like, where do people know where to go to be able to do what they like? If you play basketball, wouldn't it be a problem that you don't know where a gym is at? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, it's shit like that. So boom, you know, you start to build the infrastructure. You have these different places where people can go. All right, now what's the next step? You know what I mean? I honestly feel like we've done a great job of building that infrastructure. Still got to keep building, but now we got to start thinking about, all right, bet, like, you know, we get to this point of, you know, of euphoria. What's the next step? You know what I mean? And in all honesty, from what I gather, bro, it really gets down to the average person that just goes to work, goes home, goes to work, goes home, knowing who a replay was, knowing who a key is, you know what I'm saying? Knowing about a show and tell Boston. Like, we need, you know, the average person, you know, I'll just say non-creative, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody wants to start calling me mean for calling niggas average. It is what it is. But like, non-creatives is like, all right, you know, you understanding what's going on. They have more disposable money more times than not than the creative does. You know what I'm saying? I see creatives starting to get frustrated, you know, like, oh, niggas ain't pulling up to my events, niggas ain't doing that. But it's like, yo, bro, you're literally marketing to the same pool of people, my nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The same pool of people, and you're not realizing it. You know what I mean? You just want what you want so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, like, you genuinely gotta take a step back and, you know, realize that. You know, you gotta get out your pool, you feel me? Yeah. And so I think that's the next 10 years of the Museum TV is gonna kind of be centered around is how do we create systems and initiatives that help that question right there? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it's gonna be, the testing lab being a huge thing, helping, you know, because for one, I'm getting older, my nigga. I just turned 33, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not outside the way I used to, you feel me? So the testing lab was an easy way to just kind of help stay in the loop, you know what I mean? Ooh, okay. And so, you know, that's how I'm looking at it. I have a problem, what do I create to help alleviate that problem? You know what I mean? And so the problem right now is, you know, these artists, they're trying to make money off of, and so my big thing right now is an artist needs to be able to buy a Lamborghini off strength of his home.
Off strength of what?
His home.
Yeah. Off the strength of his home.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So that means, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, realistically, what it means is being able to self-sustain yourself from home. You know what I'm saying? You pay your bills, my nigga. Be a person. You know what I'm saying? I'll strengthen your home. You feel me? And so once you get to that point in time, you're paying your bills, you don't owe nobody no money. You might not have the waterfront mansion, but you're not good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, you know, it's just these perspective things that I feel like people just kind of need to settle down with. And so I think once we have more artists able to sustain themselves, bro, you know, this whole, you know, love that we're looking for from the outside is going to be a lot easier to come in because niggas on the outside understand there's money being made here. Yeah. Why do you want to go to LA? Why do you want to go to Atlanta? Why do you want to go to New York? Because you understand there's money being made there. So you're like, nigga, that's
Right
why I
now,
want to go
there's
there. Point blank and period.
transition, a revolution when it comes to music right now.
100%, bro.
From the sound of it to even to how the business is laid out.
100%.
And artists are gonna have to start being more entrepreneurial mindset
Yeah.
because
Sorry, started.
yeah, it hasn't really started that, but it's about to go even deeper.
No, 100%.
Like, even when you look on a music level, how they've been talking about like streaming sites is just like going
Yes.
out of control,
Yeah.
and like how artists gonna start having to go like direct to consumer or some other
100%.
stuff, you know?
It's too much room for manipulation, bro.
Yeah.
It's too much room for manipulation. You're not in those boardrooms. These niggas is just telling you what it is, and it's up to you to accept it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I believe it takes a lot of bravery and courage
yeah.
to be able to be like, you know, an innovator, somebody to do something for the first time, or someone to go out there and, you know, try something new.
But here's my thing, bro, right? And it's another one of the reasons why I kind of moved the way I move. When I'm like, I genuinely believe that most kings get their heads cut off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I believe that most pioneers are forgotten about. So I'm not really ever too sold on my position, my nigga. I'm always just trying to just focus on just creating value. And I think most artists lose sight of that because they're just chasing money. You know what I'm saying? Like they forget about the aspect of actually creating value for people so they can continue to, you know, be around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I will never not go to somebody that's taking care of me, my nigga, in a reasonable way. Like why would I change? You know what I'm saying? Like for what? I'm getting what I need. You know what I'm saying? So that's bro. I genuinely think that's where we at right now is just to focus on getting, you know, just those people hip to what's going on in the middle of this, bro. And I think we'll be all right, bro. Once we got artists able to take care of themselves more, obviously there got to be a revolution in terms of mindset. But in terms of the environment, if the environment can begin, then the mindset will, you know what I'm saying, follow. You know what I'm saying?
OG's got to step up now.
My nigga, where the OGs, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
OG's got to step in. I remember me growing up, I was way younger. It was like,
We're the new OGs now.
I didn't really have any OGs.
Yeah.
Everything I was doing was off the strength of
Yes.
like my ideas, what my friend idea had, or whatever I wanted to do. No real guidance.
Nah, real
And
shit.
now it's kind of like, you know, how they say, what's the phrase? The prisoners are running the prison now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like now we're in a position where we can be like, yo, come here, let me show you something.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, that's why the 10 years is important too, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the whole longevity of this shit. Because it's just like, you know, I go talk to a young nigga like, and I was a young nigga. I'm looking at you like, nigga, the fuck did you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what, I mean, what am I listening to you for? You feel me? So, you know, now being in that position, I'm not going to blindly just walk up to a young nigga like, hey, young nigga, da-da-da. Start telling him, don't be like me. Yeah, I'm not going to be like you, my nigga. Like, the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas always telling you, don't be like me, my nigga, but I want to give you advice. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just shit that you just observe, bro. No funny shit, my nigga. Just shit you observe and, you know, bro, you just kind of like stay on it, bro. You know what I mean? But, that's genuinely what I think the next steps for the scene is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to create ways for, you know, the average person to know, even if they're not indulging, at least just know, and that's the first step. You know what I mean? Just
I
understand.
think we're doing a great job at it.
Say it again?
I think we're doing a great job at it.
Yeah, we're 100% getting better. We're 100% getting better. Honestly, I'm just excited for us, bro. There's a lot more people that just genuinely want to work. I think there's this, there was the whole stigma of, you know, trying to, you know, the whole flexing, you know, culture, I think is starting to run people down low key as a whole, I think right now. And, you know, I think that's why there's just a lot more genuine collaboration happening. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact life beating niggas the fuck up. So it's just like, I bet. You know what I mean? Like, people start, you know, kind of getting broken down, and then you start looking how to pick up your pieces, bro, and you just start looking around. You know what I mean? And I think that's generally what's happening right now. Especially once you have, you know, and again, not gassing myself, but once you have other people that, you know, have been showing you that it's potentially doable from right where you at.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when Stiz came out and just, you know, just the genuine energy that people had towards his music, wanting to start their own shit now because they see, yo, bro, like I watched that, you know what I'm saying? And I also watched, you know, niggas fumble that. You know what I'm saying? I watched young niggas go from wanting to be like Stiz to wanting to outdo him. But that's our strength of how niggas was moving. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta respect, you gotta respect shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect existence, bro, or expect resistance, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's happening, bro. Even like within us, bro. Like, you know, we're to a point where, you know, we're building makeshift studios, bro, because of all these places being so expensive, or, you know, trying to, you know, shut us out, or whatever the case may be, whatever, you know, whatever shit, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. That was one of the reasons why the museum stayed in my room for so many years. I'm like, yo, I'm not dealing with y'all niggas,
I feel
bro.
like just like our generation, we've always had that mindset of like, okay, if you're not gonna give it to me, I'll do it myself.
100%.
I think that's our.
Nah, it is. The older niggas don't got that. The older niggas don't got that. Because they come from that era of being blackballed, and you can actually be blackballed.
It has to be given.
No funny shit. No funny shit. I was just on the phone with my man Cyrus, bro. He's a Grammy-nominated songwriter. He got an issue with this with a nigga in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into the details and shit. But it's just like, you know, he's sitting there telling me, because now there are people that are speaking out about the nigga that he got a problem with. And he's like, yo, y'all young niggas, bro, y'all are brave, bro. Like, yo, our generation, yo, we would never do that. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And in my head, I'm just like, wow, bro. Like, yo.
Like, honestly, the concept
100%.
of being blackballed, that's not a real thing.
Then it was, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Then probably. Like, right now, no one can blackball.
No. As long as you got the people, bro, you good. There's too many tools, you feel me? And so that philosophies like that, bro, is the reason why I had no problem with the museum, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Go toe-to-toe with a gym, go toe-to-toe with a gym, and go toe-to-toe with whoever, bro. You know what I'm saying? The people were speaking for niggas at a time, bro. And in all honesty, I started having older niggas telling me I'm talking about the hood and all this shit looks sexy, my nigga. That's when I knew it was on to something. You know what I'm saying? These Boston niggas, bro.
They didn't understand it.
You know what I mean? I mean, they didn't fully understand it, but they seen movement. They see movement. You know what I mean? As long as niggas see movement, they ain't even gotta understand it, bro. They see movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's been the biggest thing, bro. No funny shit, man.
Who was your first interview? Do you remember?
Spider Esco. Yeah, Spider Esco. Spider was a Mattapan artist. He was also a younger homie of my older homie that passed. You know what I'm saying? He got killed, so it was like, just like, yo, it just made sense to start off with him.
Yeah.
And, you know, the music wasn't terrible, you know what I'm saying? Somehow I could speak for it, you know what I mean? And that's obviously my thing, too. Like, I don't want to promote nothing I can't speak for, my nigga.
Yeah.
No funny shit. And that was always one of my biggest things, too. You know what I mean? Niggas sitting there, oh, fuck the museum, this, fuck the museum now. It's like, yo, bro, there's other options for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other options, bro. So, you know, you just get numb, bro. You get numb, bro. You just start seeing the bullshit from people over and over and over again. You just get numb, bro. You know what I
I
mean?
seen that interview when you was on Get on High Street.
Yeah.
With that dude Sketchup.
Yeah.
I feel like you handled that really good because he was just like.
I could have did it better, personally, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I genuinely wish I did it better. It was good enough. It was good enough. That's what I would say, my nigga. What's up, y'all? My name is Noble, Creative Museum TV. You can find me at The Museum TV on all platforms. Make sure to put THE in front of Museum TV. You're not gonna find us. The website is tmtv.world. If you need your car windows tinted, definitely holler at me. Noble's Tints. A&N Embroidery. We're on social media as well. A&N Embroidery Boston. Definitely reach out. We're taking care of ours. Everything is set up for, you know, the culture to continue to thrive. So let's get it, man.